to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's look at today's top stories from Friday, March 31st, 2023. We go to Nairobi, where President William Ruto has said that although the Constitution allows anyone to picket, it does not allow them to be chaotic. The head of state of Kenya spoke a day after riot police dispersed opposition protests called by Raila Odinga in what generated to full-blown violence in the capital city of Nairobi and in the lakeside city of Kisumu. A police officer died in Kisumu while shops and other businesses were looted in the lakeside city and in Nairobi. President William Ruto faulted the protests by the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya leaders, saying that the Constitution does not allow people in opinions expressed through the destruction of property and the loss of lives. He said that he's concerned that the Azimio protests scheduled every Monday and Thursday, nicknamed Mandamano Thursday and Monday, have disrupted learning activities in most parts of the country. He added, "We must respect other people's rights in this manner that does not destroy property or in a manner that doesn't make our children not go to school. I think that we can do that. We are mature enough to do that. I think all of us will begin to understand where we are and where we should go." Odinga has warned of what he described as the mother of all protests on Monday next week. "We are very reasonable people," he added, "and we believe that we have got a very valid reason on why we need to have a conversation, but in the absence of preparedness of the other side to cooperate, these demonstrations are going to continue," Odinga said. Odinga, who addressed a press conference from his Karen residence after Thursday's protest, insisted that despite the high-handedness of police officers to block his opposition supporters to stage protests in various parts of the country, they will not stop pushing for electoral reforms and lowering the cost of living. Odinga insists that he won last year's election, in which he accuses President William Ruto of stealing his vote. He stated, "I am saying that the IEBC servers must be open so that we can know the truth," and he demanded the reinstatement of 4 commissioners who were demoted during the final results of the election, which they claimed rigged to favor William Ruto. Odinga contested the results in the Supreme Court, but the petition was dismissed for lack of evidence. He criticized the ongoing exercise to reconstitute the Electoral Commission by saying, quote unquote, "It is an exercise in futility unless all players are involved." The Azimio leader is pushing President William Ruto's administration to rescind its decision on removing the subsidies on key food commodities on claims that is unsustainable and to lower the cost of living. He added, "That's why we are calling for the subsidies which were introduced to alleviate the suffering of our people." Sporadic violence broke out in Kenya on Thursday, the 3rd day of opposition demonstrations to protest at the government and the high cost of living. Those in Kenya, let us know what your thoughts are on Mandamano, Monday and Thursday. And if you are going to be a part of them, please send us footage. We'd love to share your guys' stories. We continue, and let's go over to Southern Africa. Scientists state that at an intergovernmental panel that global warming temperatures are now above pre-industrial levels, and to change to climate is already clear and damaging. Scientists want to keep below pre-industrial levels of 1.5 to prevent catastrophic damage requires massive emission cuts, which now seem unlikely, they state. Outlets across the world have stated that we've already accepted that we're going to a 2 degrees Celsius, which is also the planning number that fossil fuel companies are using. The damage will do Mozambique and other southern African countries will be hard to contemplate this year, shown by Cyclone Freddy, which all seem to be linked to rising temperatures in the water in the Mozambique Channel between Southern Africa and Madagascar. The other new normal is irregular rainfall patterns. First, it's quote-unquote rain bombs, very heavy rain from tropical storms, picking up water from the Mozambique Channel and dropping an incredible 300 millimeter of rain in a single day. The flooding in Maputo province and the city was due to a rain bomb on the Mozambique-Eswatini, South Africa border. These are the new normal, but infrastructure is not designed to handle 300 millimeters of rain in a day. Dams, rivers, bridges, culverts under bridges, and drain supplies cannot take that much water in a day. Flooding is inevitable. By the time that Freddie got to Malawi on March 14th of this year, it was only a tropical storm, but it had so much water from dwelling over the Mozambique Channel that it was a rain bomb over Blantyre. Not only were roads and drains unable to cope, but houses were built on hillsides that resisted all the quote-unquote normal rain supply and washed away with the mud and occupants. Mozambique and its neighbors need billions of dollars just to adapt this new normal. Everything around us needs to be adapted, strengthened, and able to handle more rain and wind. Agriculture will need to survive irregular rain and wind. Money from gas in the next decade will not even pay part of that cost. And in a decade when we have passed 1.5 degree, more billions need to be placed. If the Cabo Delgado gas goes ahead, it will not just be war, but Total Energies and ExxonMobil deciding that the new target is 2% degrees Celsius. They will be able to sell all of Mozambique's gas. To keep up with that, almost everything we see now will have to change. New forms of farming, higher roads, bigger drains. But what has happened in February and March is the new normal, and we must plan and build for that. Those in the Southern African region, let us know. Those supporters of green climate change, let us know your thoughts as well. Let us know where this is going. Drop a comment. And we end today with going to the Caribbean. In Jamaica, Jamaica moves closer to a cashless society. Jamaica is steadily moving closer to becoming a cashless society with the recent official launch of MyCash, a digital wallet. Jamaica's Minister of Science, Energy, and Technology, Darrell Vaz, hailed the newly confirmed financial tech organization for providing another option for accessing digital financial services. He stated, all Jamaicans need and deserve access to digital financial services to do business, make their everyday lives easier, and to contribute to the local economy. Congratulations, he stated, to Paymaster and Digicel on this milestone. MyCash received the all-clear signal from the Bank of Jamaica recently after completing a mandatory pilot period. Like other digital wallets, MyCash allows for better financial management by enabling users to keep coupons, cards, and IDs accessible all in one place. It also facilitates contactless checkout and improves citizens' economic security by minimizing theft and reducing the need to travel with cards or cash. The minister reiterated that his ministry is reviewing the Cybercrimes Act and continues to progress towards the full implementation of the Data Protection Act back in 2020 to protect users of technologies such as this. The application is now available for download on the Apple and Google Play stores. Those in Jamaica, let us know your thoughts. Also, let us know how it is. We end today's broadcast with, come on, say it with me, the African proverb of the day. And the African proverb of the day comes to us from Nigeria. And it reads, if you think you have someone eating out of your hands, it is a good idea to count your fingers. Oh, one more time. If you think you have someone eating out of your hands, it is a good idea to count your fingers. Naija proverb. Hey! Woo! Naija know they carry last. Hey. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your views, comments, and concerns on today's top stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for each and every day that we upload an episode. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm your anchor, Ochanda. We'll see you next time.